Now, normally I wouldn't bring this up, but Citroen UK has appointed a new sales director, OK? And his name is Charles Peugeot.
No, it isn't. No, what?
I have photographic proof from Citroen, Charles Peugeot.
What were they thinking? What's his email address going to be? charles.peugeot@Citroen. Stupid.
Hang on. What if there are lots of people called Charles Peugeot working at Citroen, so he ends up being Charles... Charles.Peugeot 405. Sorry, it wasn't worth it. Yeah. Now, have a look at this. This is a device. It fits on the exhaust pipe of your car, and as you drive along, it cooks a burger for you. It's brilliant.
What? In the exhaust fumes?
No. The exhaust fumes don't cook the burger. It's like like a toasted sandwich maker. The hot gas from the exhaust heats it up, and then it griddles the burger in between the two bits.
It's a bit close to the whole exhaust process for food.
Your testes are close to your bottom, but you still play with them all the time. Have you not been able to get changed?
Of course I haven't. You know how difficult it is to get out of one of these? I had to get out of it in a coffin.
In the shop, James said he'd do the starter, Richard the pudding, and me the main course. But this was the sticks.
So, do you have any steak?
Nope.
Pork?
Nope.
Lamb?
Nope.
Bacon?
No, I'm afraid, sorry.
The washers aren't part of the meal. I've just got those because I like them.
Do you have any butter?
No.
Lard?
Struggling.
Margarine?
Despite the lack of choice, we soon had enough for our dinner.
Now, just briefly, has anybody this week seen this in the newspapers? I mean, it's the most ridiculous. I think it was actually an accident thing. No, it was an accident, because what she actually said was revolting, but it came out like fantastic. That's what she was... No, it's just...
No, I think actually what's happened here is they've had to cut the quote to make it fit on the newspaper, and they've had to take out "an imbecile, but James May is."
Yeah.
Which would have gone in.
No, she didn't say that, James, because you didn't say one word to her when she was down here. Or you... Honestly, Tom Cruise arrived last week. These two. Oh, Tom, I've got an old motorbike as well. Would you like to come? You can wear leather trousers and go off into the countryside and drink orange juice.
We couldn't get near to Cameron because she was entirely surrounded by you.
She hugged me 3 times.
She's an actress. She was pretending you.
Not in my mind, she wasn't.
In her mind, she was remembering the advice. Now, Cameron, hug the big monster and pretend it's not scary. She was sick.
I'm now on her to-do list.
You're on a restraining order list, mate. It's the only list you're on.
Anyway.
I knew nothing could go wrong. And I knew that right up to the moment when it did.
Oh, my God. All about chauffeuring.
Go on.
You've got to wear a hat, and you have to remember when you open the back door for a girl
To get in, not to look up her skirt.
Hammond's mood wasn't improved when he found out where we'd be staying the night.
You've got to be kidding.
Yep, Colditz is now a hotel.
Okay.
The next morning, James and Richard checked out in the traditional fashion.
Where have you two been?
Well,
How did you get out?
I just used my credit card at the reception desk. I don't know why they all didn't do that.
Well, it wouldn't have made for a very good television series, would it?
Well, he wouldn't have kept it up for 28 episodes.
Yes.
Next week, Major Pat Reed denies having watched the movie that appeared on his bill.
Shall we order Hammond something? I'm thinking of the beer-battered fishes, pea puree, tartar sauce and real chip. Don't like beer, I don't like better, I don't like fish.
He doesn't like fish. He doesn't eat fish.
He doesn't fish.
No.
I know he doesn't eat fish.
He might eat a free-range egg.
Actually, do you not think there is here a case for the burqa?
Ah.
Because the problem goes away with the burqa.
No, honestly, the burqa doesn't... It doesn't work, because I was in a cab in Piccadilly the other day, OK? A woman in a full burqa crossing the road in front of me, or in front of the cab, tripped over the sort of pavement, went head over heels.
Face over apex.
Yeah, and up it came, red G-string, stockings.
That did not happen.
Promise.
It didn't
promise.
happen. No.
It did.
Did you see this incident on DVD or pay-per-view?
Because it didn't happen.
The taxi driver will back me up on that.
He was in the cinema with you.
That never happened.
It did.
It didn't happen.
Next, it was the turn of Mike Cosworth.
Meine Auto ist der einzige mit Blase Arbeit. Mein Auto ist Designen von einer Deutsche.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Just making it plain. I don't want him to mark it down because it's Belgian.
As it happens, the ADAC man was impressed with my car.
Good. All good. All good! Holy moly! What manner of terrible thing has happened under my bonnet? It's actually had diarrhea, is what's happened here.
The Reliant three-wheeler soldiered on until 2001, but then, with the mines gone, the customer base dried up, and it was gone too.
I don't know why Jasper Carrot ever thought that this could be the basis for a joke. I don't know why we all laughed at Del Boy's Reliant, because it wasn't funny. It was a complete menace.
Oh, God!
Oh dear. Oh dear, look at the pit.
I'm very glad I put these safety things in. That's marvellous, thank you. Oh, yes, that's comfortable. Thank you very much. This Dicky Bird MBE out of cricket umpiring here is not pleased.
Well, cricket match on here.
Did anyone see the Grand Prix last weekend? The controversy, for those of you who didn't, what the rules say, Rule 39.1 to be specific, says no team is allowed to, I think it's interfere, isn't it, with the race result. Now, what that means is you can't tell one of your drivers to pull over and let the other one go by. Okay, you can't do that. And to make sure the teams don't cheat, the stewards monitor the radio traffic between the pit and the cars, okay? So Ferrari needed last week for Massa to get out of the way and let Alonso go by, so they used a coded message. You want to guess what it was?
Was it, Philippe, the rain in Paris falls in May?
No, it wasn't that.
Oh, was it a blue badger flies over the crafty cow? I don't know.
No, it wasn't that. What they actually said was, Fernando is faster than you. Can you confirm you understand this message?
It's not much of a code, is it, really? It's so much braking.
If the German Navy had had a code like that in World War II, we'd have beaten them in about a week, because it would have said, the destroyers are to the left.
The interesting thing for me is the punishment. You may remember last year before, McLaren were caught looking over somebody's shoulder and copying their homework. And they were fined $100 million and had all their points taken away. Ferrari, for this infringement, were fined $100,000, which is what they pay Alonso every day.
Really? That's all they were fined for completely corrupting the outcome of a world championship?
It's disgusting, and actually the only honourable course of action is that for all Ferrari owners, all of them, to go outside now and smash their cars up.
Yeah. I think burn them.
Yeah, and then kill themselves.
Yeah.
Just because it's the only decent thing to do, really, all Ferrari owners.
What I actually think, I'm not just saying this because of all that stuff you've just been through, but I think Ferrari were right actually, to do that.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, team orders, they should allow them, no question. Because if I ran a team, I'd have one really fast car, then I'd have some, well, me, basically, driving around at the back, and anyone who tried to lap me, I'd shoot them with a BB gun.
That's a team.
Yeah, that's just
Work
or a
together.
paintball gun.
Yeah, just fit your second car with a massive wing that nobody can get past.
Yeah.
Put it at the back, nobody can get past.
Well, yeah, I definitely do.
That engine has been designed to run on something called bioethanol, fuel made from plants. And if you use that rather than petrol, the power output remains the same, but you get fewer carbon dioxides coming out of the back. Sounds wonderful if you believe in this carbon malarkey, but there are a couple of drawbacks.
First of all, there are 8,850 petrol stations in Britain, but only 20 of them sell bioethanol. And secondly, when you're running on maize, it's not what you'd call economical. Honestly, it gets through veg faster than Paul McCartney's ex.
Anyway, big, fast, Shelby American car thingy, your gauntlet has now been picked up by the one they call Der Langsamer, the slow one. Captain Slow to you.
And then, of course, we put you into a car with a steering wheel on what you perceive to be the wrong side and make you drive around a track. Was it fun? Did you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it very much. You know, I drive stick, but, you know, obviously with a different hand. But
Yeah.
I do a lot of things with both hands, so I'm pretty used to it.
She's gone bright red, look.
So is he.
Now, I'm monitoring everything at this point very carefully, because the last time I tried to cook on a campsite, the caravan caught fire, you may remember, and the one next to it. So I can't be... Holy cow, what's that? Get an extinguisher, man!
I haven't got one.
Who's got an extinguisher?
I've got one there.
Who's got a safety thing on it? Why is they do... Who's put a health and safety thing on it? I've used it all now.
Watching the final.
Yes, I
Oh, great. So the 1 week when we wanted to call in a bit of loyalty, and you decided instead to go to South Africa and watch a Dutchman kick a Spaniard in the heart.
Yes, I did. But
Thank you so much for your support.
one of these back.
Oh, God. Oh, great. 2 long, noisy things. That's just one word.
One long noisy thing. They don't work. They don't. Look.
What was all the fuss about then? I thought they were terrifyingly loud. That's
Well, I mean, I
pitiful.
might have drunk some tequila through it, I admit, after the match, but it doesn't work. Tonight, I wear a hat. Richard wears a hat. And James wears a hat.
Hammond,
Yes!
I may have made a mistake.
Where?
Well, I added this escape chute so that I can go from my aeroplane fuselage into the back seat of the car.
Yes.
Which is here. It's very good. But I've covered up the filler flap. Go away.
That's an all new... I've never seen a lockable fuel filler cap where you need to saw...
It's very secure.
I'm not really interested in whether you won or not. I'm interested in that bit where they said that their tracks on their snowmobiles got hot because they were running on ice.
Yes.
And they told you that.
Yeah, they do. It's the friction of the ice generates a lot of friction, and so they heat up. If you slide over ice in your clothes, they'll actually burn off you. That much.
Did they also tell you things like Jimi Hendrix was in ABBA?
No.
Did they say that a Volvo 244 holds the lap record at the Nürburgring?
No, look, stop it. It's true, and you know full well it is. Let's just do the news, okay?
No, because what I'm going to do now is put a piece of ice down the front of your trousers to see if it sets fire to your gentleman's sausage.
No, I'm not saying that ice is hot. It's just ice can create a lot of friction. This is science, and you don't understand that. So leave it. It's true, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
size of that? A piece of that would do nicely.
Woo! Yes, yes. Still glowing slightly. Yay! God, that's hot. Whoa! Oh, that's getting a bit frisky.
In the excitement of bagging a souvenir, I'd stayed still for too long.
They're on fire.
Are we not going right to the church?
As we're a little bit early, and obviously you don't want to arrive early, I thought we'd take a slightly longer route, slightly scenic, so that you can arrive at an appropriate time and also enjoy the car a little bit on the journey.
Unfortunately, the bride's father had never seen Top Gear.
Yeah, that sounds really good, yeah.
Right, what I'm going to cook tonight is spam slices coated with a crushed, cheesy, popular snack item. So first, using the fork, we crush up your cheesy comestibles.
Those are his reversing lights.
James, what was that?
Nothing. Look, I've had 30 years of it being left and forward. It's a difficult habit to get out of.
Superb. And the other thing as well about these, can you open the boot?
Yes. Yes, I
Because
can.
you know on the Antiques Roadshow,
Yes.
they always look behind the clock face and they can tell who made it from
Oh,
some
the
little
maker's mark. Yeah.
Well, normally on a TVR, if you look underneath the carpets or the roof lining or something like that, you often find a clue as to who built the car.
You got something?
Yes, there you go. This was made by a man called...
Nobby?
Nobby, I think, yes,
Yeah.
Nobby. So you just don't get that on
On a Golf, say.
a Ferrari.
Since the race was over so quickly, I decided there was time for another game.
I bet I can do a longer power slide in that than you two can in these. Good game?
That's a very
God, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got crash helmets on. The back's coming out nicely, and now pin it there.
Too much grip.
Our new game was excellent fun.
That's a good one. What do you think of that, Hammond?
And another championship-winning entry from Hammond in the Maserati. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Feeling sick, but looking good.
It turned out that while you're allowed to reach the top speed of your car on the Autobahn, it's not easy.
You got an East German truck. Yes, look, he's doing it. He's doing it. You just get these East German trucks and they just pull out when they want to pull out. If you don't mind my asking, do you fancy Emily Watson in real life?
Well...
No, don't do that face. That man just did that. But do you actually fancy her in real life?
Well, it's weird because I actually had to kiss her in this last one because our characters kind of get together.
Yeah.
And it's like a brother-sister kind of relationship we've got.
So you weren't nursing a semi?
No.
Okay, let the journey commence. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear. Is that the Astra?
Yeah,
Is
that
it,
was a known fault that they would blow up sometimes. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
two friends who had those and they blew up.
Yeah,
Like that.
absolutely.
It's really annoying, because if you're late for something,
Oh.
and then I'll get in the car, bang, oh, dear.
Yeah. So there we are. I mean, what we can deduce here is the German-made hatchback. The German-made hatchback has exploded, and all the British-made sports cars are working perfectly.
Hang on.
What?
Won't start.
Oh.
We asked the Stig to take a Ford Escort XR3i through the same car wash.
Stig ever been to a car wash before?
No, it'll be a whole new experience for him. So what do you think?
Well, it's got a solid roof.
What is that coming out of the sky now?
That's a bit of overspray from the car wash.
He's coming now, gentlemen. Here he comes now.
Oh, it's not gone well.
Oh, my God. Actually, now I come to think of it, this is the main reason I didn't buy an XR3.
I lost a couple of friends like this, actually.
And it's one of the reasons the insurance premiums were so high. It's because of this leaking issue.
Then found another extinguisher, but unfortunately, there was a height issue.
That's not working. No, left a bit. Right, no, the other way, the other way, the other way.
This is all working terribly well. I think mine's going to be ready quite soon, but we're not going to have anywhere to eat it because I believe the plan was to eat in Hammond's dining room, which has just burnt down.
Oh, not good. He's actually set fire to metal. How's he done that?
We decided to abandon the cooking.
As we know, for many years, we've been told that Wayne Rooney is the light and the path to righteousness, and we must emulate his lifestyle and indeed the lifestyle of his lovely wife, Colleen. Now, of course, we realise he is a lazy, talentless, jug-eared oaf.
Quite strong.
And it's strong but true.
Anyway, let's do the news.
Oh, now, hey, this is an important piece of news. I really want to bring this up. A lot of people imagine the most dangerous time of year to drive is November or perhaps February, dark nights, fog, ice. But we were talking about this the other day, and we think the most dangerous time to drive a car is round about now.
Yeah.
Sunny skies, light breezes, girls wearing short skirts.
Dangerous, very dangerous.
Because the thing is, you can't not look.
No, I mean, you actually can't. It's
You can't physically not look.
You have no choice. Other things you can choose not to do. It's easy not to use your mobile phone when driving. Easy not to drive home when you've had 18 pints of lager. But you're driving along and there's a girl, mustn't look. I'm looking. I'll crash, I'm still looking.
Do you have any idea what we're on about? I drove through Soho the other night, honestly. You know Linda Blair and spinning around,
degrees.
crashing into lampposts and letterboxes and other cars.
It's impossible not to.